different routes to the final. Both got finishes in their last fight. She finished via ground and pound Nikolija from Italy yesterday, which upset the home nation, but caught everybody's eye just with the power that she possesses. And there we have Kontna. And Dean, when you look at certain fighters, and this is one who's vastly experienced, has collected medals before on the IMAF, when you look at certain styles, you know what you're going to face. It's one thing knowing that she's going to take it down or try to. It's another thing stopping it, right? That can be not just a physical game, but one of the mind as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, usually you go through multiple scenarios predecessing the fight, you know, when you're in bed, when you're training, when you're eating. It's important to harness those feelings and those thoughts. And then when you get into the cage, you make sure that you activate in the zone of optimal function and perform at your best, you know. Concentrate what the person in front of you is doing. Don't worry about the what ifs and buts, and try just to initiate your own individual game plan.
So there we have Sweden versus Poland. Nikolija Milosevic from Sweden taking on Paulina Kontna from Poland. Let's hand it to Ricky Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present three freedom rounds in the featherweight final. Introducing first in the blue corner, she is the reigning defending European champion from Poland, Paulina Kontna. And her opponent in the red corner, she is the reigning world champion from Sweden, Nikolija Milosevic. The European Champions reaction from Germany,
Ladies, watch it, ladies, you know the rules. Protect yourself at all times and listen to my commands. Once they stop, you stop. And I'll try to watch it close, please. If I can get home.
Gerd Richter, our third man in the cage. He will take charge of this, the female bantamweight final that will see the world champion Sweden's Nina Milosevic take on Paulina Kontna, the Polish hope. She is in the red and white kits, blue corner, taking on Sweden's Milosevic in the blue kit, red corner. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Dean Midhat.
Swedish team looking for the body shots, already looking to draw the hands down on the Polish athlete.
Yeah, Milosevic, her movement, her strikes, extremely good. And that's the key, right, to fighting Kontna. You've got to keep it at the end of the range. You've got to make any entries as far away as possible so you can read them, react to them, and, you know, stuff them.
Nina, heavy inside leg kick. She's showing that uppercut as well to stir the level change from Kontna.
Look at that, there we have it. Forcing the range. Snapping again with that outside kick. And Dean, it's hard to describe to people what those feel like, right? That shin buried into that sciatic nerve. It might not look like much, but it's one of the worst strikes to eat.
Also, it'll pull the base away from Paulina and take the power out of those punches that she's trying to land. And if she wants to shoot as well, she's got to set these shots up with strikes. You know, she's shot quite far out there, really giving the ability for Nina to see that coming. Oh, heavy shots for the 1-2 down the pipe now. Look for that uppercut as well.
Nice. I like the stance, the base there of Milosevic as well. And again, picking those shots, Dean. Her accuracy is fantastic. Oh, straight right. We've seen some excellent work here from Milosevic. What does Kontna need to do to get on the inside to get that clinch to close that? See what she wants to do. Just not able to commit or connect. Now she has.
Milosevic has got to keep heavy here with the strikes and stuff the head. She can't allow Paulina to get back to her feet here. She can stuff the head, kick the leg out, she can sprawl her hips back as well. Hammer fists helping for the distraction here because it's forcing Paulina to defend.
That's it, that's it. Might be due to shots to the back of the head here. Good, Richter. Taking charge, silencing the Swedish corner there. He did warn her a number of times there, Dean.
Yeah, I didn't see from my vantage point whether they were consistently on the back of the head. Well, obviously the referee with the best seat in the house. And that was unfortunate because now she's going to have to give up this dominant position with the potential there. She's really close to stopping the fight.
Yeah, I almost thought that was a stop. Oh, another snapping uppercut there. Look at the combinations. Head to body there. Left to the head, right to the body. It's technical and clinical, this performance from Milosevic, the world champion, looking to add European gold to that as well. Oh, she's connecting at will, Dean.
She's got real clean strikes, no warm-up needed. She's gauged her distance perfectly, even with the teeps and the jabs. She knows the distance of her opponent. And also, we're seeing Kontner kind of get a little bit frustrated and angry, and then she's starting to follow Nina, which is allowing Nina to target a little bit better. So we're going to see Kontner cut off angles to look for those entries for the strikes and the takedowns.
Yeah, a strong opening round there from the world champion Nina Milosevic. You can see just why she earned that world gold, that skill set. It's a very different fight from the ones I've seen Dean before. The other two, she's been closing the distance, but her management of range with those strikes, that is what's shining through in this fight.
She landed a beautiful uppercut as well as Kontner changed levels. She caught her real clean, and she was in that top position with those heavy hammer fists. Really, I mean, we thought it was going to be stopped, and we couldn't see the definitive strikes to the back of the head. So if Nina gets into that position again, she's got to make sure that she's clean, she's targeting correctly, otherwise she risks losing that position again.
Set and ready, round two of this female bantamweight European Championship final. Round one, saw Milosevic use these strikes, the one she's opening with again, cause frustration and damage. Kontner though, she'll be looking to close that distance. She's covering up now, Dean.
Great lateral motion here on the outside, inside leg kick as well from Nina. Perfect footwork there as she switches stances and moves laterally. She's going to the outside of the lead foot as well of her opponent, circling away from the power hand.
And that footwork, the use of space, that cage crafting, that is something as well. We see a lot of fighters, strikers, sometimes they just stand in a straight line with their opponent. But look at this, like you said, it's the movement, it's the angles, right? That's keeping Kontner at bay.
And the onside of the coin of this for Kontner to limit that footwork is to hammer that lead leg with the inside and outside leg kicks. And she might use the cage here for the takedown.
Yeah, Kontner has been amazing from this position, working, chaining up the takedowns. And she's got finishes in her two fights coming into this. And it's all been from the ground, whether it's ground and pound or submission. This is what she wants, right? 1 minute 45 seconds. She's shut off the cage. She's now got contact with Milosevic.
She's looking for the crotch here. There's a cage grab there from Nina. Kontner still persevering for this top position. Guard retention here for Nina. She can free this leg now, control. This is to primarily limit damage here, the guard passing techniques of the person in the top position.
Kontner right in front of her corner as well. They'll be looking to guide her through. Oh, that would be some. Oh, Milosevic showing she's not just a striker. Throwing those legs up, looking to set this triangle up, Dean.
The adjustment now from on the shin. Now she's got the figure four. She can look to try and underhook the leg here.
Oh my goodness.
What she's got to do is try and underhook the leg, the left leg, and then Kontner for the angle. She's going to the wrong side.
Oh, Milosevic throws these legs up. She wants to add European gold
She can
to
now
that
attack
world
that.
title.
Excuse me, Bryce. She can now attack that right arm with a shoulder lock and potentially an arm bar. She's got some nice hammer fists going here.
And the referee saying fight back. The referee saying that's it. That is it. The fight is over. That is now not just your world champion, but your European champion as well.
Well, there was a lot of strikes from that bottom position. You know, she opted to go from the hammer fist, and they were landing cleanly on the face. And the idea is to intelligently defend yourself, and we didn't see that from Kontner.
Look at the size of that Swedish fag as well, Dean. That's absolutely dwarfing this young lady, but she is wearing it proudly. and world champion, European champion. And with that skill set, Dean, you saw her on the feet. Then we see her get the finish on the ground from the triangle. Is there anything this girl can't do?
She did an awesome job as well of controlling from the guard position, and we spoke about the ability to control the guard passes, and she used that position to set up the submission. She punched the arm through beautifully and snatched on that triangle and utilised the hammer fist there for the finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gerd Arishta calls to stop the contest at 2 minutes and 28 seconds of round number 2. For you with a by TKO and now your IMF European featherweight champion from Sweden, Nikolija.
European champion now and world champion Milosevic. Sweden once again just showing the quality of fighter they are bringing through these ranks. And with fighters like that, they'll be charging towards that ranking once again. Dean, these are the moments, the fighters that we kind of sit, we watch, we witness, and you kind of go, you know, there's a big future ahead for that young lady.
Yeah, and such a difficult competition as well. To be able to flourish and claim that top spot is something to behold. This next matchup, though, one for me on this card here in the finals, featherweights between France and Israel.